Your soulmate is dealing with something secret. And you're connected. Jesus says you are feeling a strange pull in your chest right now. You thought it was just anxiety or exhaustion from the day. But it is not that at all. This pull is a spiritual cord tightening between two hearts. It is happening in real time as you hear these words. Your soulmate is crying out for you without making a single sound. Jesus says this message is only for the one who felt unusually restless last night. You checked your phone more times than you can explain. You felt someone was thinking of you but you could not prove it. You are not imagining things and you are not alone in this feeling. Your soulmate experienced the exact same restlessness at the exact same hour. The distance between you is not empty space but a bridge of living connection. Jesus says someone has been hiding the truth from both of you. There is a secret your soulmate is carrying right now. It is heavy and it is painful and it involves you directly. They want to tell you everything but their voice is being stolen. They want to reach for you but invisible hands are holding them back. This is not a metaphor but a spiritual reality unfolding tonight. Jesus says your soulmate whispered your name into the darkness 3 nights ago. They did not know if you would feel it travel across the miles. But you did feel something and you did wake up suddenly. That was not a random interruption of your sleep. That was a spiritual transmission sent directly to your heart. Your soulmate needs you to know they are fighting to return. Jesus says you have been protected from knowing the full weight of their pain until now. I am lifting the veil only because you are strong enough to handle it. Your soulmate is trapped in a situation that looks normal from the outside. They smile when people ask if they are okay. They say they are fine when their soul is screaming. They are performing peace while a war rages inside their spirit. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. They are standing alone against a pressure you have never seen. Someone close to them has built walls around their heart. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now, send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says the person keeping your soulmate from you is not a stranger. This person knows exactly who you are and what you represent. They have seen your face in the soulmate's dreams and they are furious. Your soulmate has spoken your name in moments of unguarded honesty. The interference noticed the light that entered their eyes when they said it. And the interference began working overtime to extinguish that light. Jesus says your soulmate is not weak and they are not disloyal. They are being emotionally manipulated by someone who hates your destiny. This person whispers lies into your soulmate's ears every single day. They tell your soulmate you have moved on and forgotten them. They plant doubts about your love and your intentions. They twist memories until your soulmate questions what was real. Jesus says your soulmate fights back in the only way they can right now. They hold on to a small object that reminds them of you. They replay old conversations in their mind when no one is watching. They have written letters they will never send because it is not safe. Your name appears in their journal more times than any other word. They trace the shape of your memory like a lifeline in deep water. Jesus says you appeared in your soulmate's dream 2 nights ago. You were standing in a field of golden light reaching toward them. They tried to run to you but their feet would not move. This is the spiritual warfare I am revealing to you tonight. The immobility in the dream represents the blockage in reality. Your soulmate is frozen by forces they cannot see or fight alone. Jesus says your soulmate cries when they are finally alone. The tears come suddenly and without warning during quiet moments. They hide the evidence because showing pain would give the interference power. Your soulmate has become an expert at concealing their suffering. They have learned to cry silently so no one hears through the walls. They have mastered the art of disappearing while standing in plain sight. Jesus says the interference has convinced your soulmate that you are the enemy. This is the cruelest part of the manipulation they are enduring. The one who loves them most has been painted as the one who hurt them. Your soulmate is confused and their heart is divided against itself. One part of them knows the truth about your love. Another part has been poisoned by repeated lies and manufactured evidence. Jesus says your soulmate is beginning to wake up from the deception. A crack has formed in the wall that was built around their mind. They saw something recently that did not match the story they were told. They are questioning things they accepted without examination before. The fog is lifting slowly but the interference is doubling its efforts. Your soulmate needs you to stand in the gap spiritually right now. They are going through something you cannot see but you can still protect them. The battle is happening in the spiritual realm before it manifests physically. Your prayer right now is a weapon your soulmate cannot wield for themselves. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them. How to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now, send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says the connection between you and your soulmate was not created by accident. I designed your spirits to recognize each other across any distance. Before either of you was born, I wove your destinies together. Your soulmate knows this truth even when their mind doubts it. Their spirit remembers the covenant that was established in eternity. Their body responds to your energy even when words are denied them. Jesus says your soulmate feels a physical sensation when you think about them intensely. There is a warmth that spreads through their chest at unexpected moments. They have learned to recognize this as your presence reaching through the void. You are not separated from your soulmate in any way that truly matters. The spiritual bond between you is stronger than any earthly circumstance. No person and no power can permanently sever what I have joined together. Jesus says the interference knows its time is running out. The desperation you sense in the spiritual atmosphere is real and increasing. Dark forces are panicking because they see the breakthrough approaching. Your soulmate is about to remember everything they have been forced to forget. The memories are rising like water against a weakening dam. The truth will flood their consciousness and nothing can stop it now. Jesus says you must understand the power of this exact moment in time. You are standing at a crossroads that determines the next chapter of your love story. What you choose to believe and declare in the next few minutes shifts everything. Your soulmate is spiritually synchronized with you right now without knowing it. As your faith rises, their chains loosen. As you declare freedom, their prison walls begin to shake. Jesus says your soulmate has been fighting a battle of the mind that feels endless. They wake up exhausted from wrestling with thoughts that are not their own. The interference has planted insecurities that grow like weeds in a beautiful garden. Your soulmate wonders if they are worthy of a love as pure as yours. They question whether they have made too many mistakes to deserve you. The enemy amplifies every past failure until it drowns out hope. Jesus says none of those accusations are true, and your soulmate needs to know this. You are the one who can remind them of their worth without saying a word. Your spiritual stand on their behalf speaks louder than any earthly voice. When you refuse to give up on them, you are preaching a sermon of love. When you pray for their freedom, you are cutting through the deception. Your faithfulness is the evidence that contradicts every lie they have been told. Jesus says your soulmate is dreaming about you more frequently now. These dreams are not random firings of a lonely brain. They are divine appointments I am orchestrating in the spiritual realm. In these dreams, your soulmate remembers who they truly are. They remember who you truly are to them. They wake up with feelings they cannot explain to anyone around them. Jesus says the interference hates these dreams and tries to disrupt sleep entirely. Your soulmate has been deprived of rest as a tactic of spiritual warfare. Exhaustion makes them more vulnerable to manipulation and control. But I am breaking that cycle tonight through your intercession. Your prayers are creating a shield over your soulmate's sleeping hours. The dreams will become more vivid and more frequent starting now. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. The opportunity to act is not endless and the window is narrowing. Your soulmate situation is reaching a critical point that demands your response. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now, send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says your soulmate is closer to escaping their situation than you realize. The breakthrough is not months away or years away or even weeks away. The breakthrough is arriving in days that will feel like mere hours. I am accelerating the timeline because of your faithful endurance. Every tear you have shed in private has been collected and counted. Every prayer you whispered when hope was thin has been heard and answered. Jesus says your soulmate is about to make a decision that changes everything. They are gathering courage that they did not know they possessed. They are preparing to take a step that terrifies the forces working against you. Your soulmate is remembering the sound of your laughter right now. They are picturing the way your eyes look when you are truly happy. These memories are giving them strength that the interference cannot steal. Jesus says you and your soulmate share a secret language of the heart. There are things you understand about each other that no one else comprehends. This understanding transcends words and explanations and logic itself. Your soulmate misses the way you made them feel seen and known. They miss the safety they experienced in your presence. They miss being able to exhale completely without fear of judgment. Jesus says the person blocking your soulmate has noticed a change in recent days. Your soulmate is becoming less compliant and less easily controlled. The old tactics of manipulation are losing their effectiveness rapidly. The interference is becoming more aggressive as it senses defeat approaching. You must cover your soulmate in prayer more diligently than ever before. The final attack before the breakthrough is often the most vicious. Type 333 to receive blessings. Jesus says you are the one your soulmate is fighting to return to. You are not an option or a backup plan or a temporary distraction. You are the destination their heart has been traveling toward all along. Your soulmate knows your worth, and that is why the enemy tried to separate you. The interference recognized the power of your united destiny. Two people with a divine assignment are always a threat to darkness. Jesus says the love you carry for your soulmate is not ordinary human affection. It is a supernatural force that I placed inside you for a specific purpose. Your love is part of the weaponry that will destroy the works of the enemy. When you love relentlessly, you are waging spiritual warfare. When you refuse to give up, you are advancing the kingdom. Your romantic love is actually a form of ministry and power. Jesus says your soulmate can feel your prayers even when they cannot explain the sensation. There are moments when a sudden peace washes over them inexplicably. Those are the exact moments when you are interceding on their behalf. You are literally sending spiritual reinforcements to your soulmate through prayer. Angels are dispatched to their location every time you speak their name in faith. The atmosphere around them shifts because of words you speak in your room alone. Jesus says your soulmate has been isolated strategically by the enemy. Isolation makes people easier to control and harder to rescue. The interference has systematically removed people who would speak truth. Your soulmate has lost friends who tried to warn them about the situation. They have been distanced from family members who saw the red flags. The isolation is not proof that no one cares but proof of spiritual attack. Jesus says you are the one person the interference could not fully erase. Your memory lingers like a fragrance that cannot be washed away. Your impact on your soulmate's heart has proven permanent and indestructible. The enemy tried to make your soulmate forget you completely. When that failed, the strategy shifted to making them doubt you. When that began to fail, the interference resorted to outright lies. Type 777 if you feel this message. Jesus says you and your soulmate have a future that has already been written in heaven. I have prepared a table before you in the presence of your enemies. The celebration of your union will be a testimony that shakes the faithless. Your love story will become evidence that I am real and I am faithful. People who mocked your waiting will witness your reward. The delay will become the foundation of a testimony that saves others. Jesus says your soulmate is thinking about you at this exact moment. The timing of this message is not random but divinely synchronized. While you hear these words, your soulmate is experiencing a sudden memory of you. They cannot explain why you came to mind so vividly right now. They do not know I am speaking to you about them in this moment. But they feel something shifting and they feel hope rising without reason. Jesus says you are being spiritually prepared for reunion during this season of separation. The waiting is not wasted time but training ground for what comes next. You are developing strength that will be needed to sustain the restored relationship. Your soulmate is also being prepared, though the process looks different. They are learning discernment through painful experience. They will never again take genuine love for granted after this ordeal. Jesus says the reunion between you and your soulmate will be overwhelming. There will be tears that carry the weight of every lonely night. There will be embraces that communicate more than words ever could. The first moment of seeing each other again will be holy ground. I will be present in that moment in a way you have never experienced. The restoration will be so complete that the pain of separation will seem distant. Jesus says the interference that has been blocking your soulmate is about to be exposed. Hidden things are coming into the light and secrets are losing their power. The person who has been manipulating your soulmate will be revealed for who they truly are. Your soulmate will see the truth clearly and it will break the spell completely. The deception that held them captive will crumble like a house of cards. They will wonder how they ever believed the lies that kept them from you. Jesus says your soulmate will need your gentleness when they finally return. They will carry shame for the time they wasted under the enemy's influence. They will need you to show grace that mirrors the grace I have shown you. Do not greet them with frustration about the delay. Receive them with the same mercy I extended to you in your wandering. Your love in that moment will heal wounds you did not create. Type 1111 to say thank you. Jesus says the love between you and your soulmate will be stronger after this trial. What the enemy meant for evil I am transforming into foundational strength. The fire was meant to destroy you, but it has only purified your bond. Your relationship will carry authority because it survived hell's targeted attack. Other couples will seek your wisdom when their own unions face warfare. Your pain will become a platform for ministry and healing. Jesus says your soulmate is not as far away as they seem right now. The distance is closing rapidly, though you cannot yet perceive the movement. Spiritual realities are shifting and physical circumstances will follow shortly. You are about to enter a season of sudden reversals and divine surprises. The phone call you stopped expecting will come at an unexpected hour. The message you gave up hoping for is being composed in someone's heart. Jesus says your soulmate is rehearsing what they will say when they finally reach out. They are practicing apologies and explanations in front of the mirror. They are terrified you will not receive them after everything that has happened. You must prepare your heart to respond with love and not with walls. The vulnerability they will show in that moment requires a safe landing. Be the home for their heart that you have always claimed to be. Jesus says the secret your soulmate has been carrying will soon be told to you directly. They will explain the situation that kept them trapped and silent. You will understand why the separation happened the way it did. The understanding will bring closure, and the closure will bring deeper intimacy. There will be no more secrets between you when this chapter concludes. The transparency you build will become the armor against future attacks. Jesus says you and your soulmate will build something that honors me together. Your union is not just for your happiness but for my glory and purpose. I have assignments prepared that require both of you functioning as one. The world needs the testimony that your love will produce. People who have given up on love need to see what I can restore. Your story will be a lighthouse for ships lost in the storm of hopelessness. Jesus says your soulmate is being covered by angels right now. There are warriors in the spiritual realm stationed around them this moment. The enemy cannot touch them in the ways he planned because of divine protection. I have assigned specific angels to guard your soulmate's mind and heart. They are fighting battles your soulmate cannot see or comprehend. The victory is being won in realms you will only understand in eternity. Jesus says you must not allow fear to make decisions that faith should make. The enemy wants you to panic and try to force things in your own timing. Trust that my timing is perfect even when it feels painfully slow. Your soulmate is worth the wait, and the wait is almost over. The final stretch of a journey always feels the longest. Do not stop now when the finish line is so close. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. The opportunity to act is not endless and the window is narrowing. Your soulmate's situation is reaching a critical point that demands your response. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on Ko-fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says the connection between you and your soulmate is pulsing with life tonight. The spiritual cord that links your hearts is vibrating with holy energy. Something is happening in the unseen realm that will soon manifest visibly. You are not crazy for believing in a love that defies logic and distance. You are not foolish for holding on to hope when circumstances scream impossibility. You are faithful, and I honor faithfulness above every other virtue. Jesus says your soulmate is turning a corner right now in their journey back to you. The decision they have been wrestling with is settling into resolve. The fear that paralyzed them is being replaced by a courage they cannot explain. They are feeling pulled toward you by a force stronger than their fears. The magnetic draw of your spirit is overcoming every obstacle placed between you. Love is proving stronger than manipulation, and truth is outlasting every lie. Jesus says you have passed a test that you did not know you were taking. Your faithfulness during the silence has proven the authenticity of your love. You loved your soulmate when there was no reward and no reciprocation. That kind of love is rare and precious, and it moves my heart deeply. I am about to reward your faithfulness in ways that will shock you. The restoration that is coming will make the suffering seem like a distant dream. Jesus says your soulmate belongs with you, and this is not negotiable. What I have joined together, no person and no demon can separate permanently. The interference is temporary, but the union is eternal. You are looking at the face of your forever in your memories and dreams. The person you cannot stop loving is the person I designed for you. The recognition in your spirit when you think of them is my confirmation. Jesus says the love you feel is not obsession or fantasy or emotional immaturity. It is the echo of a divine decree that was spoken before time began. You loved your soulmate in eternity before you met them on earth. This is why the connection feels ancient and familiar and unexplainable. Your spirits have known each other far longer than your minds can remember. The reunion you are seeking is actually a return to something that always was. Jesus says your soulmate is almost home to your heart. The journey has been long and the path has been treacherous. But the destination is secure and the arrival is imminent. Do not stop praying now when the answer is already on the way. Do not stop believing now when the evidence is about to appear. Your faith has brought you this far, and it will carry you the rest of the way. Jesus says the secret your soulmate has been carrying will become the testimony you share together. The pain that was meant to destroy you will become the story that delivers others. Your love will be a banner that declares my restoring power to the world. The enemy overplayed his hand and his plans are unraveling rapidly. What he designed for your ruin I am redesigning for your promotion. The attack that should have ended your connection has only made it unbreakable. Jesus says you are about to experience a love that exceeds your imagination. The fantasy you have kept alive in your heart is about to be outdone by reality. What I have prepared for you and your soulmate goes beyond what you have asked or thought. The waiting season is closing and the fulfillment season is opening. The night of weeping is giving way to the morning of joy. Your soulmate is dealing with something secret, but the secret is about to be revealed. Jesus says you are deeply loved and you have been chosen for this specific love story. You are not forgotten and you are not abandoned and you are not invisible to me. I have seen every sleepless night and I have collected every tear you have cried. Your soulmate is your reward for not settling for a love less than I intended. Your patience is about to produce a harvest of joy that will last a lifetime. The message you needed to hear tonight has been delivered to your spirit. Receive it and let it anchor your soul until the manifestation arrives. Your soulmate is real and your connection is real and your future together is guaranteed. Step forward in faith and watch me move mountains on behalf of your love.